Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Great news, my friends. It's time for some Saturday morning React-TOONS, this time featuring Mobile Suit Gundam episode 27, Across the Atlantic. To say business is picking up with this show is a dramatic understatement, so why wait and why should I be bamfing? Let's get into it. Friends, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and it allows me to alert you next time it's time for Saturday morning React-TOONS or any of our sci-fi fare. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear friends, all that is then and this is now, and what is now? Now it's time for Across the Atlantic, the 27th episode of Mobile Suit Gundam. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go! Here we go.
However, hiding inside the ship was a young woman who had managed to sneak aboard under Char's orders. Miharu Ratoki would probably not have become a spy if it weren't for her brother and sister.
Millie and Gil?
We're gonna stall! Could you please hurry it up?
It's all right.
That's awesome, we're gonna stall. Whoa, we get it?
The docking's complete.
Nice job.
Sure, that's 15 seconds.
It was just as Amuro had said. When the Gundam docks to become G armor, the left side is totally unprotected.
Because we lose the other shield, which makes no sense. Oh, wow. I somehow thought we wouldn't have, like, naval conflicts with Gundams and mecha and stuff like that. Apparently, I was very wrong. I love this. Oh my god, I love the way that they get their communications with these buoys. So cool.
Captain, we received a message from Commander Boone.
From Boone?
Yeah, Boone's his second. No, I'm not the second. The guy from Northern Ireland. That was his second.
Sneak into an officer's room, find out their intended destination, then get as much data as you can on the capabilities of the Trojan horse. Have that information ready for me. I'll contact you at 0500 hours.
Mr. Bright, it's time to head up to the bridge.
Oh my god, Miharu's in Bright's office.
I guess he's already gone.
Kai.
Huh? Ah!
Hello, Kai.
Huh? Hey,
This will be good.
why are you here, Miharu? What's wrong?
I missed you, Kai. I had to see you. Without thinking, I jumped onto the ship.
In a uniform?
Don't lie, okay? You love your little brother and sister. I know you wouldn't just abandon them, Miharu, not to run off with me.
But it is true. Or it's partly true.
Shh, you better come with me.
Huh?
This is my room.
Jesus, Kai, we don't need you to, like, turn traitor here.
Is she your girlfriend or something?
Yeah, in a way. I'm gonna drop her off in South America, so please don't blab, okay?
Drop me off.
Alright, I didn't see a thing.
South America?
We're heading to a dock where we can repair the ship. But that's about all the information you're gonna get out of me, Miharu.
That's exactly what she needs.
I'll contact you on your wrist device at 0500 hours.
There's not much time.
Civilian aircraft approaching at 4 o'clock. It's sending out a distress signal, sir.
A distress signal?
From an aircraft?
The plane's registration number belongs to a fishery union in the Verde Islands, sir.
Instruct them to slowly approach White Base and enter from the rear deck.
Sir!
Open deck 4 quickly. Prepare to dock civilian plane.
This would be fun if you were a civilian pilot that's never done anything like this. You're asked to land on another aircraft.
I'll bet you're the first one from Zeon to infiltrate the Trojan horse. I don't want you to say a word.
Why not?
Your Zeon accent is too strong. A Zeon fighter plane appeared and started shooting at us for fun.
When did it happen?
I would say about 20 minutes ago.
Look here! It's been shot with unexploded 20mm shells.
Appreciate it.
Right. You'll be restricted to that room, okay?
That's fine, that's fine. Hey, karaoke!
We'll send an invoice for repairs to the union, all right?
That sounds great. You can double it if you want.
The union will accept the invoice?
Yeah, good question.
Your Zeon accent is too thick.
Where's the restroom?
Oh, at the end of the hall to your right.
Thanks.
It's Dope John. We haven't seen him for a while. Now for a poop.
Where's the Trojan horse heading?
Some dock in South America.
Good, what else?
Nothing yet.
You're doing fine so far. Keep up the good work. Thanks.
I wouldn't go in there for about a day.
I don't know, Kai. Times are tough all over, but thanks to this, we've been able to feed ourselves.
Well, I understand.
Kai, you could probably...
They said there was a civilian aircraft on board. That's how they could reach you on a wireless transmitter. Huh? Miharu, I've got to make sure of something. Just stay here. You haven't given me any info, but I've got a strong feeling that there's something suspicious about that civilian aircraft.
Okay, Kai. I mean, you figured out she was a spy. Now you're ready to burst into action.
Shoot them down! They're spies!
There's no reason why you should get all worked up about those fishermen, Kai.
Idiot! Listen, Bright, you're sure those guys weren't spies? You checked the plane thoroughly, right?
Don't get excited. Yes, we checked it all out. We frisked the pilots as well. Everything seemed to confirm that they genuinely belong to a fishery union, Kai. Hold on, Kai. Do you happen to have any proof of this?
No, it's just...
Not really, except for the spy in my room. Oh, that's awesome.
Looks like things went well for Boone.
They always have the coolest, like, second-in-commands and stuff.
I used to be a pilot in my younger days. If it's all the same to you, I'd like to borrow the mobile armor.
The Grobro? It's certainly ready, but...
I'm not someone who likes to use the word revenge, Captain. But so far, they've managed to destroy 4 of my mobile suits. Let me take care of them.
Go get him.
Well, Boone, we barely knew ye. R.I.P. Because as soon as you go up against Amuro, he's going center mass, and that's it. I might be selling Boone short, though. He is a former pilot. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe he's tough.
Missiles detected.
Fire rear missiles. 7 o'clock.
Nice.
More missiles! 4th and 5th waves approaching from below!
Defensive measures.
Since we're over the ocean, we can't really use gun cannon or gun tank.
Mirai says mobile suits are heading toward the ship.
Well, Gundam. It's interesting. Sayla's almost like the second one out now. And for deployment, we have to have her for Gundam.
On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, there are kids aboard here, Miharu. Mm-hmm. Oh, that was sweet, him swinging in. Let's go.
Yes, this...
I wish the G-Fighter could do more. I know it's just mainly a transport for Gundam, but it'd be really cool if it could do something more. Not necessarily transform into its own mecha, but just have a couple more, like, offensive capabilities. Sayla seems to be... I mean, she's doing a great job, but she seems to be... not have a whole lot of punch when she's away from gun. Oh, Jesus, that better not have been Omer.
It looks like the missile only got part of the hatch.
I see.
It better not have gotten all of Omer. That's my guy.
That was a direct hit.
Wear this life jacket so you don't get stranded on a sinking ship.
Where are you going?
I'm in the middle of fighting.
I'm in the middle of fighting! Honestly, guys, we need everybody we can get. If she can fire a turret...
I'm sorry. Oh, Kai, I'm sorry. This is all my fault, Kai.
Hey, Miharu.
We can turn the tables on them if Miharu is willing to work with us.
On 3, 2.
Let's go. Let's see, we lose the one shield. Oh, no, it goes over the other one. Oh, I didn't know that.
I've been waiting for you, Gundam. Have you improved on your techniques for underwater combat, Fetty? Or are you underestimating my strength?
I'm underestimating you because I've seen Amuro the Killer in action.
Okay, launch!
All right, Hayato out in a core fighter. Damn!
The catapult's been damaged. It's not possible.
Well, how about the gun parry? I'm quite certain it's equipped with anti-submarine missiles.
Gun parry?
Yes, sir. All Deck 3 units. Prepare the gun parry for immediate launch. Kai, you're assigned to pilot the gun parry.
Miharu, hide someplace now where you can easily escape later on.
But everyone's fighting. Let me help, please. I can do it.
Hopefully that was a hit. Oh.
He's good.
I take it back. What I said about the offensive capabilities of G-Fighter. Hell of a good job, Sayla. I think that's the first time we've ever seen an enemy mecha taken out by something other than Gundam, right?
That's
I think it might be.
Okay, now.
I'm not even sure Gun Cannon and Gun Tank have had one. They probably have. I can't remember, but... Oh! She's hit.
Oh no, we're on fire! I think I put out the fire. How's White Base doing?
Not great.
Thruster output has decreased by 40%, sir.
Oh.
There's no response yet. I think he's struggling.
That's not too surprising since Gundam isn't equipped with any weapons for underwater use.
You're out of line, mister.
Shut up!
I'll have to somehow lure this guy above the ocean's surface.
Yeah, beam rifle's not going to work down here, is it?
The beam rifle's got less than half its usual power when I fire it underwater.
Go sword. It's still working.
How about that? I've got you now, Gundam.
Go sword. Go sword.
Oh no!
Drop that beam rifle. Oh my god!
Are you okay?
Yeah, we're doing just fine.
Yeah, they look great.
Please give me the chance to fight. My sister and brother are safe while these poor kids are in danger. Besides, I feel so worthless just standing here watching from the sidelines.
I don't know.
Well, wait for Kai to go and then you help.
I want you to come with me. I need a bombardier. Huh? I assume you can launch missiles, can't you?
Just tell me what to do.
Yeah, here we go. Damn, that thing's big! I didn't realize how big it was. Did she do that deliberately?
Hey, I'm out of bullets and missiles now. Take over, Kai. Roger.
Oh, okay, I didn't know what that was.
That one missed. Again.
Oh.
I guess you're right. That blast beam damaged the electrical circuit. Ugh.
Is there anything we can do, Kai?
Well, there's a lever on the side of the catapult, but there's no way we can... Huh? Hey, where are you going?
Oh my god, is she going out? Wow.
Miharu, it's too dangerous!
Kai, you're gonna have to fly. Oh, well, never mind. Holy... God, she needs to, like, tie herself in or something.
Look, Kai! The enemy's coming straight at us!
She's gonna manually launch. Oh no! Oh my god.
Yeah, Miharu! We did it!
How high were they? What the f is going on here?
No, they couldn't have destroyed the other Sagak as well.
Well, Boone. And that's all she wrote, because that apparently went right into his cockpit. You didn't do a bad job, Boone. You just got a little overconfident.
Miharu!
Kai, watch out! You gotta land now!
Right, gotcha, Frau.
So Miharu is dead. Oh my god.
And her name is Miharu?
Yes, apparently it seems she was involved with Kai and they took off together in the Gunperry, sir.
Do we have her here? Oh, no.
Miharu was a stowaway.
What? A stowaway?
So you knew her then?
No, sir.
Bright enough, dude.
Miharu, she's gone.
She didn't have the life vest on either. I think she was too high. I mean, we can't even look for her? I mean, what if she's alive floating out there? No, of course not. Also, if you have red hair in this show, you are probably going to die.
Well, Kai, I'm so glad I met you. Gil and Millie.
Yeah. Oh, look at that shot.
They'll live a lot better life than we did. Because this war won't last long. And they'll be in a much nicer world.
God, I don't even want to think about her, like, struggling to, like, tread water or something. Wow. Jeez, oh, Pete's. All right, everybody, we just finished watching Mobile Suit Gundam episode 27 Across the Atlantic, and the only thing left to do is talk about it. All right, everybody, we just finished Across the Atlantic, the 27th episode of Mobile Suit Gundam. Here's what I think about this. They got rid of her too quick. I think that there was a lot of story that could have been told with Miharu. I really, really do, because there could have been, and again, what do I know? I mean, again, I am not, absolutely not second guessing the creatives at Mobile Suit Gundam. I just think that with the character, she had a ton of promise. I mean, this is somebody that we could have fed false information to. This is somebody that could have ultimately met her end as well, but it could have been something. I mean, we could have had Char do it, something like that. Boone, somebody, I know Boone died in this episode, but maybe, extend that a little bit. Boy, these chapters, so to speak, of our different kind of theaters and different moments with traveling with White Base, they are packed full with a bunch of good stuff. And I thought Miharu her storyline with the kids was really, really interesting. At the very least, to me, I thought it was a character that we have never kind of seen before. In fact, I think we said it a couple episodes ago. Her skill set would actually have worked really well on White Base, because we don't have anybody that's sort of stealthy espionage. That would have been something interesting to see at the very least, or the information she could have provided. Even if it was something like, radio frequencies, or how she communicates, stuff like that. And you know what? I should start to understand that as soon as they get into like the theatrical death, where everything kind of, the background stops and everything slows down, and we see like a flare of color behind the character and makes it like silhouette. I should know that they're telling me this is a death shot. This is absolutely, she's going to fall to her death. She's already dead. The explosion did something to her. But I just hold out hope. I'm, I guess, stupidly optimistic when it comes to these things, that somehow, some way they'll survive. And that's not realistic. She's probably a couple 100 feet up in the air. That fall was like hitting cement. It wasn't like hitting the Atlantic, And, oh, Jesus. I mean, that's a terrible thought. I don't mean to sound so crass when I say that. It's just that it's sort of, I fool myself and I think, oh my gosh, maybe, just maybe. And Mobile Suit Gundam is not that type of show. It is certainly not that type of show. I am really starting to get worried now, friends, because we have had a lot of, not necessarily death, but a lot of like prep for death. Does that make sense? I don't know. I mean, Ryu obviously was the biggest death that we've had so far. Matilda was right up there as well. I thought, I don't think as big as Ryu, because we were with him more. And now with Miharu, I have a bad feeling. I have a bad feeling we're getting ready to lose like a principal. I'm going to say this, and I don't mean to be flippant, but I can't believe that like Hayato's still alive. And that is the guy's out there fighting all the time, and I certainly don't mean to disrespect the character or his, bravery, his prowess in whatever it is. I mean, he's stayed alive. I mean, to go out in as many engagements as he's been in and still survive, that's a feat unto itself. But we've recognized that he is the weakest link of anybody that leaves White Base to fight. He is definitely, has always been, sort of our weakest link. I don't know if his death, then again, a long string of very crass comments. I'm not sure his death brings about the same type of emotional impact. I know it doesn't for Ryu, other than we've been around him a lot, and it would be, just, oh my God, now Hayato's gone. It wouldn't be like Hayato's death that was singular. It would be like you'd couple Hayato with everybody else. Like, another one. Now it's Hayato. Instead of like, oh my God, we lost Hayato. I'm going off on him and he's still alive, but I think something's going to happen. So, I mean, and again, this is all utterly, obviously, speculation, but boy, oh boy, it just seems like it. It feels like it. We're at 27. I'm going to check right now, friends. Give me one moment. All right, I had to double check and avert my eyes from the titles and just look at the numbers. We do have, in fact, 42 episodes of Mobile Suit Gundam, so we only have 14 left. And boy, they're kind of really... I start to see like this is the end. This is the mad rush to the end, and we're going to start to have some fast and furious types of things happening here. And if you're writing a story and you're creating a narrative like this that has relied so heavily on interpersonal relationships, the building of interpersonal relationships, the building of trust between everybody in White Base, I'm starting to get really, really concerned that we're going to lose somebody big like a Bright. or a Mirai, Sayla, something like that. And again, I'm not necessarily I don't think they're going to kill Amuro. I mean, I don't rule anything out in this show. But if it's not Amuro, and we just talked about Hayato, Kai maybe, but I think they have a story to tell with Kai now. Kai coming into this sort of going on the same track that Amuro went after Matilda's death, or, just all the crap that Amuro's been through with his PTSD and his just incredibly emotionally compromised state that he seems to have leveled off a little bit. Like we always say, you don't just hand wave the type of stuff, the trauma that he's been through, Amuro. We have to assume, it's the same thing with Kai, it's the same thing with Ryu before his death, same thing with Hayato. These guys have been out there fighting the entire time, and they have seen massive death. They've been in firefights left, right, and center. And, but now I think that, where Kai, I've come to like Kai for the role that he plays in Mobile Suit Gundam. He's obviously an asshole, but this in and of itself is the most interesting stuff they've done with Kai, and it really has endeared me to wanting to know what the rest of his story is going to be here in this particular moment. Do we have like a revenge arc? Do we have some type of vengeance, safety be damned, I'm going in guns a-blazing? That's a cool concept if we want to do that, but at the same time, it would obviously foreshadow a Kai death. I think they're coming in with something a little sneakier. I think that, there's going to be too much foreshadowing if we go that route with Kai, where Kai is just so furious with everything that's happened that he's risking himself. He's being, completely unsafe with the things that he's doing. That kind of leads it too much. And this show necessarily doesn't do stuff like that. It winds up with the right and then slips the left in. You know what I mean? It's just one of those shows that they're not overt about much stuff. Ryu is probably the most overt they have been about kind of setting up a death with him walking around but at the same time, you certainly didn't expect it because it was the first one, and so they could get away with it. These are pros. They know what they're doing with this stuff. And so now I'm thinking that it's going to be somebody that is either currently on the bridge or associated with the bridge, like Sayla, even though she's out in G-Fighter now. And Mirai, Bright. And if you kill Frau Bo, I am going to have a revenge arc, because that is bullshit. She has done, I'm just concerned. I'm talking about stuff that's never even happened. But friends, what do you think? It just seems like we're getting set up for something here. And that could be the paranoia talking. But all right, everybody. It was another great episode of Mobile Suit Gundam, but it's one of those ones that makes you worry about the future, because we know that these creatives pull no punches, and they are starting to swing haymakers. If you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and allows me to alert you next time it's time for Gundam or any of our sci-fi fare. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear, dear friends, all that is then and this is now. And now, unfortunately, it's time for us to say goodbye from Mobile Suit Gundam episode 27, Across the Atlantic. But where should we say goodbye from? Because as always, we are the Greek chorus. We are the people that have heard the story told by the original creatives. Their job was to get their story in as many ears as could hear it. And now that's our job, friends. So we go around, we find people that haven't seen Mobile Suit Gundam before, tell them how great it is, and hopefully expand the audience. And so, as a reward for that dutiful service that we perform, we get to jump back into the episode we just watched and say goodbye from a favored scene. And I know I am a sucker for this, friends, and I can't help myself. So we're going out in a search and rescue craft. We're going out, and we're going to go look. We're going to just throw out some life preservers, and I don't know, maybe she's out there. I don't know. Probably not. And I don't think she's the last person we're going to lose. Friends, until we can continue the next chapter of this fantastic show, Vulcan roll, and I'll see you.